And welcome back to Radio Vision Network. We are here with Camp with Mrs. Whitebriar. I'm Mrs. Whitebriar for today, and today we're talking about apples. It's the autumn of the year, and we have apples, all kinds of apples. Apples come in reds, in yellows, and in greens. And it doesn't matter which kind of apple we're going to be dealing with. We're going to make baked apples today. And it's really, really simple. First of all, you wash your apple and dry it, and then you find out which is the top and the bottom. And you want to be able to sit it nice and flat. So that's how you find the bottom. Now, most apples, when they're store-bought, they come with a little label, and you just peel that off. And then you have one of three appliances to use. These are potato peelers, and this is a knife. I could use the knife to cut off enough of the skin about halfway down for this apple. And all I'm doing is peeling off the top. You don't have to use a knife though. Potato peelers are much safer, especially for children. And you can do the same thing by peeling off about half of the top of the skin. Now, the next thing you have to do is you have to get the core out. And this is another type of potato peeler, which you can just run around, twist it, and out pops the core. All right? So that's how easy it is. Just pop out the core. After we do that, it's even easier if we just take a piece of aluminum foil, and we'd like that to work nicely here. And we're going to sit our apple on the aluminum foil. And sit your apple on the aluminum foil before you add the next ingredients. Just a regular old stick of butter, and I don't recommend using margarine or artificial butters. Real butter is what baked apples are all about. And you would cut yourself a little chunk, and you're going to stick it right here in that opening that you made. You're going to push it down as hard as you can so that it gets in there. Then you're done with your butter, and then you're going to take any old type of brown sugar, and you're just going to use your fingers and pinch some brown sugar right into the hole. Pack it down. The more brown sugar, the better. That's my theory in life. And if some of it goes on the foil, that's okay too, because what we're going to do is we're going to wrap our baked apple in the aluminum foil. Squeeze it together, put it in the oven, let it sit in the oven at 350 degrees, which is a moderate oven, for about an hour. Now we'll do that again here with photographs so that you'll get this exactly straight so you can go home and do it. First of all, our first picture is, there is our delicious baked apple. That's what it's going to look like later, because all that brown sugar mixes with the apple juice and turns into an apple syrup, and it is delicious. And our next picture, here you can see, if you want to take this apple out after it's baked and nice and soft, put it on a dish very carefully, because steam will be coming out of the aluminum. Put a scoop of vanilla ice cream next to it, and I'm telling you, it tastes just like apple pie a la mode. So that's another way you can eat it. And our next picture, that's us when we carved the hole. We just dug out the center, and the best thing to do it is a potato peel. And there we are on the other picture there is shoving in the butter. And then plop them into a dish. If you don't want to use aluminum foil, you can make for a whole family and put 6 apples into a baking dish. Open up the top, make some room for the butter and the brown sugar, and then bake the whole dish in the oven. 350, that's moderate to temperature, and do it for about an hour. And serve them warm. That is the best way to serve them, but they're also good as a leftover snack later. So that's it for our food craft today. This is the fall. This is the time to get your apples. Get them fresh. Any kind of apple will do, and try it baked apples here at Camp with Mrs. Whitebriar, the food segment. But don't go away, because we're coming back with one of our crafts, a recycled craft that we'll make right here at the TV studio. Thanks. Come back.
Solano Community College transformed my life.
And gave me the opportunities I needed to succeed.
I received the same university caliber education
Without the pressures of debt holding me back. Affordable and flexible, I fulfilled my undergraduate classes.
getting to the information I truly have a passion for,
The decision to attend SCC empowered my future.
and made my dream of attending Yale University a reality. Solano Community College, the educated choice.
High-achieving students. Internationally renowned faculty. And award-winning alumni. A 226-year history of excellence and a beautiful urban campus. The University of Pittsburgh.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to make a really great sub, this is what we do. It's what we've been doing. It's what we've always done. It's what we'll always do. So what are you doing? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Today's show has been sponsored by Farmers Insurance in Voorhees, New Jersey. To protect your assets and the people you love, call Mike Skoranek, your local Farmers Insurance agent, at 856-336-2553.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
High-achieving students. Internationally renowned faculty. And award-winning alumni. A 226-year history of excellence and a beautiful urban campus. The University of Pittsburgh.
Graduates of our university end up going places. Same goes for our students. Because while our campus may be a launch pad for bigger and better things, it's also a prime destination filled with sights, sounds, and some pretty good eats. So, while you're preparing to take on the world is right outside your door. Wayne State University. Aim higher.
And welcome back with Radio Vision Network. This is Mrs. Whitebriar here with our recycle crafts. And what we try to do with everything here, we try not to waste. We do a recycle and repurpose. So today we're doing this picnic lady who can be serving you silverware at your Thanksgiving dinner or your Christmas dinner. And she is easy enough to make. All you need is an old dish detergent bottle like this. Alrighty, and you need a styrofoam ball or something round that's going to be for her head. And then you need some fabric. And the fabric is easy enough. You just make the fabric about as tall as her waist would be. All right, so we have a waistline, and we fold it, and we know it's just going to go up around her waist, so we measure it by eye. And then we need to make a space for every one of our silverware. So we take our craft glue and we open up the fabric and we just literally make a stripe, 3 stripes of glue. And what that's going to do is that's going to hold our top layer to our bottom layer. All right? Because when that glue dries, it'll make little pockets for our silverware. So then we're going to take some glue and we're going to rub it all around our body of our dish detergent bottle. And we're just going to lay the fabric on top and wrap it around. Then we're going to take a piece of brown ribbon. You can do it any color you want, but I always think of Thanksgiving being an autumn time of the year. And this is kind of like her waistband. This is holding her skirt on until the glue dries, and it's also defining her, giving her a skinny type of a waist. Pull it tight, and then make a bow. Now if you have trouble making a bow, that's okay. Have mommy or daddy help you make a bow. And you can make this as fancy or as plain. You can make it a plain pilgrim girl, or you can make it a fancy Victorian girl. When it comes to Christmas time, you can make it even fancier and see exactly what type of Christmas decorations you put up. If your decor is all red and green, then make her a red and green dress. So there's the body, all right? We need a strap to go over her shoulders. This will be like her shoulders, and we're just going to hold that intact with putting some glue on her shoulders. Easy enough. Just shake it around, wrap it around, and make it around her back. The bow is in the back. That's how I know the difference. Front to back, all right? And this is kind of like a shawl that's going around her waist. And I have a little bit of glue I'm just putting to hold the shawl down, right about there. Meanwhile, you got to take the lid off, all right? Because she needs a head. So here we have a styrofoam ball, and I'm just crushing it down for her head. But I want it to stay there, so I'm going to put some glue around here. I'll do that extra drop here on her front while I'm at it. All right. And then I find the spot where I dug it in earlier. And I'm going to push that down. All right. Now she needs a hat. So we take a piece of triangle material and we're just going to lay that over her head like a hat, and we're going to tie it under her neck, just a simple little knot. And you can glue it if it keeps popping off, because I know that they do tend to move, and that way when you put it away for next season, you won't have to worry about finding all the parts. It will all be attached together. All right. So there she has her bonnet on. Well, of course she needs a face, so we take our magic marker and we just lay her down. Say, keep still, sister, and you put some nice upside down shape of a U. That's for her eye socket. And we put a dot in the middle of the eye socket for her eyeballs. We give her a nose, and all my dolls and all my crafters, they all have smiley faces. And so there she is, right next to her twin sister. And then you take your silverware when she's dry, and you just pop the silverware into her pockets. and she will be holding the silverware at your Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner. So that's our craft for today. We recycled a dish detergent bottle and a styrofoam ball. You can use any type of a round orb if you happen to have something else that works. You can use any type of material. You can use it to hold your pencils on your desk. If you're going to use real silverware, I would suggest you put some stones in the bottom to make the lady not be top heavy. And that is our craft project for today, Radio Vision Network. And stay tuned, we'll be back talking about zebras.
You already know that Voice over IP or VoIP is smart for business. But what's the smartest way to make the switch? Introducing Encero's Utility VoIP. Encero is a full-service provider, which means we're there for everything you need. From installing your system to comprehensive on-site training for your staff to providing world-class service, Encero is there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. At Encero, we've worked hard to engineer a better voice solution. We create a utility VoIP solution customized for you from the ground up. Our process starts with a readiness check, grooming of the network to support VoIP, and carrier upgrades for optimal bandwidth. We take the time to set up your VoIP the right way. Our superior technology means reduced downtime for you. And our flexible services are all-inclusive. Voicemail, call routing, caller ID, remote office mobility, even down to the hold music or messages. It's all there, and there's no additional cost for adding new features. What does that mean for you? It's everything you need for improved communications and productivity, all for one manageable monthly fee. And you'll have the ability to minimize or eliminate the costly upfront expenses associated with other solutions. And it means you finally have a phone solution that is flexible, scalable, and customized to your needs. With state-of-the-art phones and real-time monitoring of each and every call for consistent quality. Encero's Utility VoIP even gives you your own portal to manage day-to-day activity and on-the-fly changes. And it means unbeatable support and cost efficiency. You'll save on hardware, software, and even energy consumption. Just a few reasons why Encero's Utility VoIP is the smartest choice for your business. Satisfaction guaranteed. Encero's Utility VoIP, engineered to be better. At your office, in the cloud, your technology managed. Visit www.encero.com to learn more, or call 855-200-VoIP to get started setting up your VoIP service today.
Today's show has been sponsored by Farmers Insurance in Voorhees, New Jersey. To protect your assets and the people you love, call Mike Skoranek, your local Farmers Insurance agent, at 856-336-2553.
We are farmers. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum.
Welcome back to Radio Vision Network. This is Carol Moore as Mrs. Whitefriar, and the show is called Camp with Mrs. Whitefriar. We do 4 segments here. The first one is about stamp collecting. Then we go into foods, which we just did the baked apples. Then we do a craft that is a recycled craft, and we took dish detergent bottles and made them into silverware servers for the table if you're having a buffet for Thanksgiving or Christmas, which are coming up soon. But our animal today happens to live in my field here at our farm at Whitefriar in Edgewater Park, and it is a zebra. Only part zebra though. I'm going to show you some pictures of what a breed of zebras when they're bred to other animals. So our first picture will be, this is what a zebra and a horse look like, and that is a small one. And if you notice, only his legs are striped because either his mother or his father was a zebra and a horse or a pony. And so this is the way they might turn out. That one looks more like he's got big ears, so he might even be a donkey mix. So the next picture is, this is what we have in our field. This is a zony. A zony is part zebra and part zony, zebra and pony, which makes a zony. And he's almost as big as a large pony, but he's not quite as big as a horse. We don't name animals very creatively here at our farm. If you're a goat and you're a female, we'll call you Nanny, which is actually the name of all female goats. But this one is a Zony, and that's his name, is Zony. And you can ride past on Cooper Street in Edgewater Park and see him anytime. Just clap your hands, he'll come right up to the fence. And our next picture is, this is a baby hybrid, which is a mix of a zebra and another equine. Remember, equine is the category which zebras, ponies, horses, and donkeys all fit under equine, and they can mate and have a hybrid. And this is a baby, and I'm telling you, that's as cute as can be. I would just wish I had them. I did not have my Zony when he was a baby. My Zony was 7 years old when I got him. He was raised by an old man up in Bordentown, New Jersey. And when the old man died, his son didn't have too much success with him, and we ended up getting him at our home for wayward farm animals. So I wish I had seen our Zony when he was babied like this. One more picture. This is the same hybrid of a mixture of a zebra and a pony. And this is, again, mixed. And look how the colors came out. The stripes are on the back end. Apparently, the mother or the female must have been a light-colored animal because so much white came out. The whole front half of the horse or the Zony, is actually the light color. But boy, oh boy, that zebra is a strong genetic pool, because look at the stripes on his back end and all the way down. And so what happened was, in the zebras, the equine category, there were a lot of horses and dropped off on the coast 300, 400 years ago by the Spanish when they were passing in ships. The ships crashed on the shoals and the horses swam to the shore. And for the past several hundred years, they've been inbreeding the same stock, the same genetic pool. And eventually, when you have brother and sister animals marrying and father and daughter marrying, it comes to a problem where the recessive genes, that means the negative traits, start becoming the positive traits. And unfortunately, the negative trait that we've had here in America is the bone structure of the horse gets thinner and thinner, and we have $1 million horses that are breaking a leg at the drop of a hat. So they had to do something, and what they decided to do was to inbreed, breed it back to the wild so that we could get a wild genetic pool that would be all different from the genetics that we have in America right now. Now, this was not something new. This was something that actually was done as far back as Darwin. Darwin actually started experimenting with breeding of animals in order to change the genetic pool, and that was in the 1800s. Now, they have called many, many names for these crossbred zebras, and I have to look at them to actually remember. One is a zeb mule, Z-E-B, Z-E-B, and then mule on the end. So that's a zebra-mule mix. And then we have a zonkey. Now, a zonkey is another mix of a donkey and a zebra, is a zonkey. Zebra, zebra, Z-E-B. Zebra mule is another way that they bred the donkeys. Then, of course, if you take a donkey and breed him with a zebra, he could be called a Z-donk, if you wanted to put the zebra first. But either way, no matter how you say them, they are all a member of the equine family, and they fall under zebroids, a scientific term which means all of those hybrids that have been mixed to increase the genetic pool to make our horses healthier. They've bred them back to equine classification, and the equine is the donkey and the horse and the pony, and that's when we get the zebroids. So that's your story about zebras, and if you want to see our Zony, half zebra and half pony, that's a Zony. He is brown, dark brown with light brown in between, 2 shades of brown, and he's right on Cooper Street in Edgewater Park. Feel free to stop by and see them. Clap your hands, they'll come right up to the fence. It's called Moore's Home for Wayward Farm Animals here at Whitebriar Bed and Breakfast. And we will see you next time on Radio Vision Network. This is Mrs. Whitebriar at Camp with Mrs. Whitebriar, and we'll see you next time. We'll have some more good animals for you. Have a great day.
high-achieving students. Internationally renowned faculty and award-winning alumni. A 226-year history of excellence and a beautiful urban campus. The University of Pittsburgh.